guys, just before this video starts, I wanted to let you know that I'm live streaming Forza Motorsport 7 for the very first time today. It is going on a little bit later today, so make sure you're following me on Twitter and Instagram so you can be notified as soon as that happens. Links in the description down below. Enjoy the video, guys. What's going on, guys? We're back in Forza Motorsport 7 doing some more videos and stuff. Again, apologies, the gameplay's not 4K. The 4K file has been recorded, but it's 130 gigs. And my little hotel room Wi-Fi just can't handle that. So, expect some 4K gameplay once I get home, but for right now, 1080p is where we gotta stay for now. But, yeah, so I wanted to talk about some of the things that have happened between the last video I made and this video, and basically recap you guys on all of the brand new Forza news, because I know it is so important to you guys. Again, also, this is my first time drifting in Forza Motorsport 7, so please be nice to me in the comments down below. Also, I realized, like, maybe 20% of the way through that I had traction control on, so, yeah, you'll see that. Anyways, let's talk about some of the brand new things coming to Forza Motorsport 7, and jump into it. I've got my notes down here. So, let's talk about weather. Weather's a cool one. We've already talked about weather a little bit. You see these crazy clouds coming in on the Nürburgring and things like that. However, sadly, some of the tracks aren't going to have that crazy weather. So say, for instance, you've got a huge lightning storm. You're not going to get that in, like, Dubai and places like you wouldn't in real life. So if say it doesn't rain there in real life, it's not going to rain there in the game. Now, take that as you will, but I hope places like Prague that didn't have weather before, or Rio that didn't have weather before, now have, like, some cool weather stuff, because I guarantee you it probably rains in Brazil and Prague as well. So that I hope to see some more of that, but we'll see. We'll see. Stay tuned. Alright, another thing that has been really big, and that I tried to do yesterday. So, in the Porsche GT2 RS, or in the Porsche GT2 RS and the racing truck, the pits are blocked off. However, eagle-eyed me noticed that when you're driving the GTR, the pits are not blocked off. So I was thinking, let's drive down there, because in the trailer we see all these people running and doing things in the pits and things like that. However, in Forza Motorsport 7, there is no animated pit crew. I'll cut to it now, and you guys can see what I mean. I drive into the pits, you go down the pit lane, speed limiter, whatever, and you get to your pit box, and nothing happens. I mean, yeah, your tires will get refreshed if you're playing with, like, sim damage or fuel and tires and things like that. They will automatically change, but you won't have, like, a pit crew who goes and puts tires on. The way I asked Forza about this, and I was like, what? So, what they're saying is Forza 7 is going to have a pit crew that is alive. So what that means is, like, you'll see a bunch of people in the pits, you'll see before the race, after the race, a bunch of people around the car. Even when you're driving through the pits, I think, you'll see some people probably just walking around and things like that. So the pit crew is, or the pits are alive, but there's no animated pit crew, there's no real, like, driver swaps. But you can definitely see other people's drivers, like, before the race you can see them, after the race you can see them, and things like that. So, just wanted to sort of clear that up a little bit. Alright, let's talk about something big. You might have seen this on the website yesterday if you read that. Corner cutting. So corner cutting obviously has become a super big deal in Forza Motorsport 6. There have just been, like, major problems with it for rivals, just challenges and things like that. And Forza's never really done something to combat that until now. In Forza Motorsport 7, there is finally going to be penalties for basically cheating and cutting the track. The way it was described to me was that if you're doing, like, a hot lap and you're just, like, in multiplayer and you cut the corner, nothing's really going to happen to you, just because they don't want to, like, get involved in all that. It's just not necessary for, like, the vast majority of players. They're just going to, like, DNF your time and not put it on any leaderboards. However, if you're in rivals, or you're in hot lapping, or you're in multiplayer, you're going to start picking up some time penalties for sure. There's more information on the website if you want to read up more about it. I'll have a link in the description down below. But yeah, time penalties are coming to Forza, which is going to be huge for, like, competitive stuff. So stay tuned for that. I think that's a big, very much needed fix for Forza Motorsport 7. So, let's wrap up that. Let's talk about the career a little bit. I mentioned that a little bit briefly. I should say I'm going to be doing an entire video on this, so stay tuned for that. But I just wanted to sort of tease you with a little bit of the career for now. I'm going to be doing a little interview with the devs a little bit later, so stay tuned for that. But let's give you a little bit of an idea of what the career's like. So, The career this time is the Forza Drivers' Cup, which you sort of have scoring and you need to earn your way to the top a little bit. It's not going to be like, you're not going to be starting out in like super slow, boring cars. You can actually jump straight into some fast cars. I think there's like trophy trucks and NASCARs just in the first one, which is pretty cool. So it's definitely not like a earn your way to the fastest car type thing. It's not that, but there is like you have your driver, and your driver goes through all these cups, which is pretty cool. You score points after every race, and that goes into your whole career stuff. Like I said, I'll be interviewing the devs, so if you have any questions about career mode, put them in the comments down below, and we can have a chat about them. Also, oh, before I forget, the only way to get some certain cars is actually from the career mode. After I think there's like 7 different cups. Once you beat the cups, you'll get a car for it. So that is one way I think to get like certain cars, certain driver gear, and certain just rewards in general. So again, stay tuned. When we do the interview with the devs, we'll get much more info as to what exactly that means. But anyways, let's talk about something pretty cool that I think you guys might enjoy. Let's talk about wheels. So wheels has always been a crazy thing in Forza Motorsport 7, or Forza Motorsport in general. However, it's only worked on the PC and the Xbox One wheels. Now, Forza was like, nah, if you have a PS4 wheel, you can use that on the Xbox One now, and you can totally use it on Forza Motorsport 7, which is awesome. So if you have, I don't know what the Logitech, is it a Logitech G29, G92? I don't know, I have a Logitech G920, I don't know what the PS4 equivalent is. But anyways, they said you can use that in Forza Motorsport 7, which is pretty goddamn cool. Same goes for, like, they said every fan-requested wheel. So basically, you put in the comments, is my wheel going to be supported? If it's one of like the most popular ones, I would probably say so. So again, stay tuned as to what exactly that means. We can chat a little bit about that with the devs as well and sort of get some more information. Final thing, I thought this was a little bit of a biggie, so I wanted to save my personal favorite for last. The auction house is back for Forza Motorsport 7. We'll have to see if it has all the same limitations as it did in Forza Horizon 3, but just having the auction house back is going to be very cool. I have yet to hear about gifting cars or removing cars or just like doing things like that with your friends, but the auction house is back. Once we talk to the devs, we'll get more information, but I'm very happy to report that it's going to be back, and you'll be able to do some of that. Anyways, that's going to be it for this video for Forza Motorsport 7. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll leave you with a little bit of drifting gameplay here at the end, and you guys can all make fun of my driving because, oh, I'm sure you will. Again, it's my first time playing, so be nice, please. I still haven't uploaded my first ever driving. That was rather shocking. Oh, also, I'll have some more gameplay very soon, so stay tuned, I should say. And if you have any questions, make sure you subscribe, put them in the comments down below so you can hear your answer. So yeah, anyways guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow with some more Forza Motorsport 7 videos. See you guys then, bye!